Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Too Much Tech, and in today's video I have right next to me the glorious Model O-. So a lot of people thought that the Model O- would be like vastly different from the Model O, but obviously it's just smaller, hence the very slight name change just by adding the little minus. So the Model O- is a really good mouse, of course, because the Model O was a really good mouse. So that's basically what we're going to talk about today. Not going to make this review extra long because I feel like I would be kind of repetitive, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the review. So the Model O- this time around I went with the white color. Last time I went with the black. Honestly speaking, I feel like I should have got the white. I just think that the white looks much cleaner. I did also stick with going with a matte coating as well. The glossy, I don't really think that I need a glossy coating. I think my hands probably sweat a little bit too much, so I don't really know how good or bad the glossy coating would be for me. Maybe next time around, maybe next time Glorious does another major release, I'll go ahead and try out the glossy material, but the matte has worked fine for me in the past, so I stuck with the matte texture again with the new mouse. I really do enjoy the aesthetics of the white mouse though. It looks freaking cool, and the RGBs bounce off the inside of the mouse and look way better than they do on the black version. Of course, you got your exact same shape. It's a little bit smaller in dimensions. Obviously, it's made for people with a little bit smaller hands. Personally, even though I didn't really think that I was gonna enjoy using this size mouse, I actually really did. That was the most surprising thing. I didn't really notice a huge difference going from the Model O to the Model O-. And honestly speaking, like, because the displacement of all the parts and everything are so similar, I didn't really notice a huge difference in weight, even though the Model O- is about 10 grams lighter than the Model O. I didn't really notice too much because, I mean, at the point that these mice are already so super light, it really doesn't matter that much concerning the weight. This is more so just about finding the perfect size and shape mouse for you. They share the exact same paracord, they share the same fantastic skates, they share the exact same sensor and the same switches for the mouse buttons. The side buttons are really good and crispy, so are the mouse 1 and 2 clicks, and the scroll wheel is pretty decent. It's the most, like, it's like firm and accurate, and I kind of prefer it that way too, because like if you're trying to switch items or switch guns, I find that on other scroll wheels, it's very easy to go right past the item that you need and go either to the wrong item or back to the same item that you were on. And I feel like that's really annoying. So I do feel like this is probably one of the best scroll wheels in the game in terms of accuracy and just going up 2 or 3 notches and being on the exact item that you need in terms of like battle royales, or if you're switching equipment in like Battlefield or something like that. I feel like the mouse wheel works perfectly. The software, I do wish that Glorious would have updated the software just a little bit to give us a little bit more control over the RGBs, because if it's anything that isn't the RGB wave or smooth pulsating or something like that, it just moves a static color, and I think that's kind of lame, like, especially considering that all the other keyboard and mice brands basically can make your RGBs flow together seamlessly, and it just feels like unless it's on the static Glorious preset mode, it doesn't do that. Oh, how I love the skates. I have not tried Hyperglides just yet. At some point when I can pay regular price for them, I will, but until then, these are still hands down the best skates that I've used. Now, since my Model O review, I have picked up a Glorious mouse pad and used on that, and it took me to a whole nother level. Before then, I was using the Razer Goliathus Chroma, and it was decent, but this Glorious mouse pad, way better. I have to do a whole video on like comparing like some different mouse pads and stuff like that. I'm gonna buy a couple more too, just so I can kind of expand, you know, what I know. But if you're thinking about picking up this mouse and you're on the fence about getting a mouse pad, I highly recommend it, because the combination of these skates and the Glorious mouse pad, fantastic. Honestly, from my current impression, it's really hard to beat. I guess really all I have to say is you have another option in the Model O line. If you've been waiting for the Model O to be in stock, and whenever you happen to look at it, it's not in stock, I would just say go ahead and get the Model O-. It really does not feel that much different. I honestly speaking would not call either one of them an ergonomic mouse. It's just which one is gonna fit your hand ever so slightly better. Pros for the Model O-, it's a little bit smaller if you feel like you need a smaller mouse. It's a little bit smaller if you feel like you like a smaller mouse. The weight is a little bit lighter than obviously the bigger Model O, and it's just as good as the bigger brother Model O. The sensor is fantastic, super duper crisp. I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay so you can see me hit some flicks in Modern Warfare as well as Fortnite. And yeah, I highly recommend it. It's only 50 or 60 bucks depending on which one you get. I do feel like it should have been like just a little bit cheaper since it is smaller than the regular Model O, but it's no big deal. They're both really good. I highly recommend you try either one of the Model O mice. I'll leave it linked below. And yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Be sure to join our Discord server as well. A lot of people have been joining that recently. And if you guys want to play some games or you see me online, feel free to add me there. I always throw out like my Fortnite game information, all that stuff. So if you guys want to play, feel free to let me know. And yeah, we can play some games. Until then, you guys enjoy the gameplay. I will see you guys in my next upload. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.
Oh! His partner still didn't die. He's on the ground, bottom right, bottom right. Yup. Oh, let's go, Kyle. Yep. Bro, he's a bad player. He's a bad player. He's a drip kid. That's it. Let's go! Let's go!